Well, I'd like to thank you once again for joining me. I want to take a few moments to address some of the things from our previous press conference. First, I would like to thank those of you who pointed out the fact that we needed a new American flag. That was promptly added to my honey-do list as item 847, and that will be addressed here shortly. I also would like to report a positive trend. Since restricting the hours at the fridge and pantry, we have started to see a flattening in the curve of our bellies. As I know you are all aware at this point, our lives have been completely turned upside down in many ways. Our current situation is best described as a typical trip to Las Vegas. Many days we have no idea what time it is or even what day it is. No matter how hard you try, you cannot find an exit out of this mess. And we are most likely all losing large amounts of money every single day. So yes, Vegas in a nutshell. Before we go any further, I would like to take a moment and caution all parents doing the science experiment with a glove and paint. As you can see here, this is a very popular science experiment right now to show how germs spread. It is extremely important that before starting this experiment, you check to make sure the paints are washable and not acrylic. This is especially important when you demonstrate on your wife who works in the medical field and still needs to see patients daily. It is also extremely important during this time because, as I have found out, the best way to remove acrylic paints from skin, or pretty much anything, is rubbing alcohol, which, as of right now, is pretty much impossible to find anywhere. So yes, my family does currently look like we survived a very graphic version of a horror movie, which we are all currently living. I would now like to take a moment and point out how social distancing works. While I appreciate stores placing tape 6 feet apart in front and back direction, the coronavirus can also be contagious from the sides of a person. So tape sections 1 foot apart on the sides kind of defeat the whole purpose. Taped off landing spots should be 6 feet in all directions, not just front to back. I would also like to recommend at this time that all Americans invest in a plunger. With the amount of toilet paper that has recently been purchased, there will absolutely be a run on plungers here soon, and we would like you to be prepared. I would also like to point out at this time that there is still no proof whatsoever that toilet paper will protect you from the coronavirus. There is, however, some new studies that say drinking wine or whiskey may actually protect you from the coronavirus. I am pretty sure these studies have absolutely no sound evidence or scientific backing, but I, for one, feel the study shows incredible promise and will consume accordingly. To the Girl Scouts of America, we have now plowed through our entire year's supply of cookies in less than a week, and I ask that for the good of America, you reopen cookie sales immediately. And finally, it has come to my attention that honey-do lists are growing daily. For many years, we have all said that we would get to these projects when we had time. And well, now that we have time, it is pretty clear that that was not the problem. Do we have any questions? Yes, over here.
Why do Mom does that experiment with Dad? Why do she talks about with Dad?
And in case you could not hear what she said, the question was, if the COVID-19 virus is wrapped in protein, can the protein be broken down to allow the RNA sequence to be replicated to examine the long viral RNA? I will be honest with you, I have no idea what any of that means. It's a lot of big words put together and not sure. Do we have any other questions?
Mom's still mad
Okay,
at you.
well, that wraps up our press conference for today. I'd like to thank you for joining me, and we will continue to monitor things as they develop and get back to you with more press conferences as needed. Stay safe out there.